It had all the makings of a smooth agreement. A deal agreed, the destination clear, and the stage seemingly set for a straightforward deal. But just as Rangers looked poised to make a game-changing decision, fresh complications have dragged the situation into uncertain territory, leaving the club facing an unexpected setback at a crucial stage of their summer rebuild. For weeks, the move had been quietly progressing in the background, with optimism growing that one of the more awkward chapters of recent months was about to be closed. But now, despite all parties appearing aligned on paper, the player remains in limbo, and the delay is proving costly. It's a frustrating blow for Russell Martin, who is deep into reshaping the squad ahead of the new campaign, and who had every reason to believe this situation was wrapped up. So what has happened? What has changed? Let's break it down along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Russell Martin will continue to assess his goalkeeping options as he refused to rule out Jack Butland and Liam Kelly facing competition for the Rangers gloves this term. Martin spent the week working with both shot stoppers as well as backup options Mason Munn and Kieran Wright at St George's Park as he stepped up his preparations for the new campaign. Rangers are now counting down to their Champions League showdown, with Panathinaikos in Martin's first competitive fixture as head coach. The Ibrox boss has added several players to his squad already this summer in an attempt to put Rangers in a position to achieve their ambitions at home and abroad. He has, however, yet to make a move to sign a goalkeeper amid an interest in Brighton's Carl Rushworth. Some supporters have expressed doubts over Butland's ability to play the style of game that Martin will demand from his team this season. And the former England keeper also has critics to win over after losing his place to Kelly during a difficult spell between the sticks last term. I think you need to have two good goalkeepers, ideally three at a club like this, Martin said. So I think it's the same as any position. We'll keep assessing what they can do, what they can't do. We have two good goalkeepers, we're fortunate with that. But if there's someone who's desperate to play here and we think can help us, it's the same as any position. As long as it doesn't affect other things in the balance of the squad, then we'll always look to it. But at the minute, I've been happy with them two guys. I wasn't here before, so I can't tell you where Butland was and where he is now. What I've seen is a guy that really believes in himself, has made some outstanding saves in training, is willing to do the stuff we're asking him to do with the ball to his feet, as is Liam, so they've been great, both of them. Now, in a massive transfer blow, Robin Proper's return to FC Twente was supposed to be straightforward. A deal has been struck, both clubs are aligned, and fans in the Netherlands were even expecting a grand unveiling during the club's recent open day. But as the dust settles, the Dutch defender remains in limbo. Still a Rangers player, at least for now. Proper arrived at Ibrox last summer in a £1.5 million move, brought in to fill the void left by longtime stalwart Connor Goldson. At 31, the experienced centre-back was viewed as a safe pair of hands, but reality quickly painted a different picture. His stint in Glasgow never truly clicked. While he clocked up 27 Premiership appearances and found the net twice, Proper struggled to impose himself in the more physical Scottish game. Critics pointed to his lack of aggression, and with new boss Russell Martin overseeing a sweeping overhaul of the squad, Proper has found himself edging towards the exit. Twente, the club he once captained and where he made his name, have moved to bring him home. Rangers manager Martin confirmed on Friday that the two clubs had agreed a £1.5 million deal to facilitate the return. All that remained was the final formality, the player's signature. But that formality has proven more complicated than expected. 20 fans flocked to the club's open day at De Grolschwester over the weekend, anticipating the announcement of Proper's comeback. Yet to their disappointment, there was no sign of the Dutchman. No photos, no handshakes, no presentation. Just silence. Dutch journalist Leon ten Voorde, writing in Tabantia, shed light on the delay. According to ten Voorde, Proper is still in negotiations with Rangers, despite the clubs reaching an agreement. The issue, it seems, lies with his contract. Proper still has 3 years remaining on his Ibrox deal, and returning to Twente will mean a significant pay cut. As the Dutch outlet reports, his existing contract has to be compensated for somehow. That unresolved financial hurdle is now the main reason the move hasn't been finalized. It's not the only transfer Rangers have seen stall in recent days. The anticipated signing of Gidi Gassama has also hit a snag. The Sheffield Wednesday winger, just 21, was even spotted wearing Rangers training kit at St George's Park last week, with signs all pointing to a completed deal. But the official confirmation never came. Manager Russell Martin has indicated that everything is ready from Rangers' side. Yet the move is still hanging in the balance, reportedly due to complications at the Sheffield club, where controversial owner Dave Fonchansiri has not yet signed off on the paperwork. Ongoing takeover talks behind the scenes at Hillsborough have only added to the uncertainty. For now, both deals remain in limbo, close but not quite over the line. In other news, PSV Eindhoven boss Peter Bos admits Luc de Jong has still not made a decision on his future amid escalating fears over the club captaincy. It comes amid the backdrop of reported interest from Rangers, with the former Barcelona, Newcastle United and Sevilla frontman would be open to a move to Ibrox this summer. The 34-year-old currently preparing for the new season as PSV's De Herdgang training complex, but has yet to commit his future to the club after lifting the Eredivisie last season. De Jong is training separately from the first team group with the club as he considers his future, while his former teammates ramped up their preparations for the new season by facing SV Elversberg in a friendly. After Guus Til was handed the PSV armband during the game, Bos faced questions over his former captain status and his long-term plans for who will lead the dressing room. But Bos has declared that after speaking to the veteran, he still hasn't decided his future, adding, "I definitely still have hope for Luke. He hasn't said he's staying, but he hasn't said he's leaving either. I've worked wonderfully with Luke for 2 years, so I'd love to see him sign a new contract. I play every practice match with a different captain. I'm just postponing it all a bit." Amid the waiting game for the Dutch side, the Ibrox faithful are having to be patient as they await progress on Conor Coady's move to Glasgow from Leicester City. The club are pressing ahead with their rebuild with a move for Coady close, although the centre-back still made a pre-season friendly appearance for the Foxes in their win over OH Leuven. But he showed he was still keeping an eye on the Light Blues. Goalkeeper Jack Butland shared a series of images from the St George's Park training camp to Instagram, commenting, "Strong week of work with the lads at a familiar place, now back to Scotland to ramp it up," which was then liked by Coady. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so make sure you join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.